Welcome back, adventurers. My name is Eli, the Game Master, and Delaney told me in confidence that NPCs as well as PCs are all his playthings for his amusement, and this is a good day to die. Last we left off, the group had gotten to Stova, the dwarven settlement at the base of the Imperium mountain range, the largest city in the kingdom of Monhel. There, they had come across Madame Matron's Menagerie of Mystical Marvels, as well as the Tipsy Turtle Tavern. Am I too loud? Okay. They decided to go inside the Tipsy Turtle Tavern to reunite with some long-lost NPC friends who are nothing but Delaney's playthings. And there, they met a new character who was not an empty seat, but an NPC named Nail. Nail, spoke to Dr. Tone, recognizing him as a servant of a demon deity. And he said he had a deal for Dr. Tone, one that involved his wife and child. And we will pick it up there. So, I have music. I had music.
I'll repeat Damon's reaction.
What?
Oh. Someone had sugar with you.
Oh, wow. I heard head, shoulder.
Dr.
Now,
Tone
what
had
about
shagged.
those?
You know what you've done.
What he did?
Who he did. It's not what. Ow. I thought you were talking about Dr. Tone.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
That was too big.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What do you want? Left or right?
Whoa. Torching. There we go.
We good? We had to move some equipment because we were redoing our sound system. So everything is screwed. Pretty much. Also, Max is not going to be here tonight. He will join us next week because of quilting club related activities.
He's not joking.
None of that. Anyway, as an adult, I don't feel like I should have to tell you these things. Anyway, Nell had made the offer saying that Karmazotz had been looking for you and willing to make a deal. If I remember correctly, it was Damon and Dr. Tone in the Tipsy Turtle Tavern. Ragnar had gone out into the festivities, is that correct?
Yep.
And where is...
I was helping entertain.
He was.
That's right, you were outside with the gnolls.
Yes.
Weren't you serving food at the time? Or did you
I was
just-
going to,
And then told not to?
then I was just like, okay, bye. And left. Because I didn't really need help.
No. Yeah, that place is crowded. I wouldn't be in there either. So, as you are talking to Nail, and as you are entertaining with the gnolls, Zir and Zith, not their names start with different letters, by the way, we will go ahead and cut to Ragnar. So, as you come down off the Tipsy Turtle Tavern, you climb down the rope ladder. You stand in front of the gates. There are doors, these massive wooden doors with thick iron hinges and braces against them that are now just wide open and people are coming and going as they please. You see a lot of the shops and attractions and things have wagons, and it gives you the impression that they are able to be moved or have come here from another place. But it seems like a lot of other people are taking advantage of Madame Matron's popularity. There are a ton of other shops from other places, and you feel like there are even maybe some vendors that are regulars here, and they're just on top of it today, making it look like it's something new, something big, something impressive. What would you like to do?
Just go out to the shops and start browsing
All right.
until anything was to really capture my eye.
Okay. As you step into the town, there's a ton going on right at the entrance, but it seems like the farther into the city that you go, the more spectacular things start to become. It seems that this, like, the opening, the entranceway, are people that's wanting to capitalize on newcomers. You know, as soon as you step into the city, they're just like, hey, welcome to Madame Matreon. And they're not even part of Madame Matreon proper. They're just there to get a little money. You would have to head up this hill. There are massive staircases that divvy the entire city into 3 separate sections, into kind of pie wedges, if you will. 2 off to either side in a perfect 45-degree angle and 1 directly in front of you. These go up at an angle and they connect to 1 large semicircle where a massive fountain sits in the middle of it. And when I say massive, it is as wide as the base of a building. It is a huge fountain. This fountain is to no small part a huge attraction and part of the beauty of Stova. Because of the snow capped and the contrast to the ivory color of the fountain with the dark gray of the natural stone that is hewed from the mountain to create a lot of the buildings and things here, because this is primarily a dwarven settlement. So everything else here is mostly carved. There are some woods, but they're usually used as like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not eccentric, pieces. Accentuated pieces for a lot of different things. But when you go up into where the main kind of castle is, there at the base of it, that is where it looks like Madame Matreon's menagerie is, and most of the shops. So you're going into the beginning, and there you would find things that you would find on like a small village scale thing. So there is a limit, but the farther in you go, the more expensive stuff starts to become, and the rarer items start to get. So
I'll browse around, but I have 0 intent that I'm literally just killing time because I don't know I'll be here.
right on. I will say, you look like you've been dungeon crawling for several days and have even spent a night in a cell. So a lot of people don't look at you and be like, that guy's got money. You just walk in, and a lot of like the higher ups are like, put on a shirt, it's cold. But so you're able to move relatively easily through the city. Roll me a perception check. Jeez. With a 35, with only a 35, you barely make it. You start seeing wanted posters. They look freshly posted, and there are different posts for them to be plastered up on. These wanted posters, as you like look at them, you expect, maybe to see your party or your group because of everything that's happened. But it seems that in a single night, news hasn't traveled so quickly to Stova to look for you, or even cross kingdoms yet, because Monhell wouldn't care everything that's happened. But you do recognize the face that is on the picture. You see Tayrus's image on the wanted posters.
No.
Okay.
Does it seem like there's multiple of them, or just
Oh yeah, they're all over the city.
does it say dead or alive?
When you go to read the poster, it is a 50,000 gold reward for Tayrus. And it says, under the order of Madame Matreon. So it doesn't seem like this is a Stova exclusive thing. It seems like these wanted posters are traveling with the carnival itself.
I'll take one since there's a lot of them.
When you read into it, it says wanted for kidnapping.
That's all it says.
Mm-hmm.
Then my mission would be to.
Oh, and it does say alive. Wanted alive.
My mission now has become to if there's anything about you find, and then also to specifically.
As you start to go through the city proper and you start to get into the shops, you do get to several of very nice shops. So masterwork equipment, even some mundane items if that's what you're looking for. But when you start getting into the magic shops, You get into an area where you see a lot of different magic shops, a lot of booths, people selling like different wares, and they are kind of limited on what they do have. As you start heading into this area, you do see amongst all of this, there is a single door standing all by itself. It is beautiful, intricately carved. It is a dark green with these kind of swirling orange colors that rise up from the bottom and then decorate all the way up to the top. You see a massive metal kind of plate in the center of it, but you do not see hinges, nor do you see a doorknob. So it looks more like a plank of wood than anything, framed. And in front of it, you see a small goblin with a top hat and a crimson vest. So he's wearing a velvet top hat, velvet vest, and he has a cane. So this is what you would see amongst the other magical shops. So if you're looking for a specific item, you would find it here.
Anything belts?
Belts? If you would like to do some shopping, you can do that.
That's all I do.
Okay.
But, and would I find that out there?
What kind of belt?
Do it line
4? 4, you say? You may be limited on that. So that's it. Expensive. So you would have to go to settlements. Yes.
I'm sorry, it'd be a
2, not 4?
2, not
4. Going into a place like this, the most expensive item that you could find would be 50,000. 16? Then yeah, you would be able to find that. Mm-hmm.
I would find that, then I would go back to
Okay. Stepping up to the goblin, he turns and he looks at you, and he says, "Welcome, adventurers!" He's, "Adventurer, you're alone, I forgot. My bad." He says, "Welcome to Nova. Do you have an appointment?"
No.
Madam Nova is very, very busy. You'll have to come back some other time, but I can put you on the list.
Like, it's about this.
What about him?
I have information on it.
Oh, you would like to talk to Madam Matrion?
Yes.
Oh, Madam Adrian's not here, he says. She has taken up residence in the castle. She has a permanent room that they keep reserved for her for just occasions like this.
Thank you.
Sure.
I'll be.
Okay, bye.
I will check that out later with the rest of them.
Right on.
What? You're actually gonna knock on the
Oh no.
I've
I've done stupid stuff before.
What? No way.
He's a worm.
I've also played.
Wormy.
Oh no, me specifically.
Oh.
So, stepping up to the castle proper, it is not as decorated as an elven castle, and it's not as grandeur as a human kind of castle, but it does look strong. It is very plain, but it has these deep grooves cut in it and these towers that rise up high to overlook everything. You do see arrow slits around the top of the towers, and the drawbridge is down. That fount actually has a river that runs to it that flows to the castle and then encircles it into two different directions. And it looks like it is split higher up into the mountain by a dam that feeds down into these two separate streams to feed the city with like a water supply.
Definitely some kind of water source.
And
Every bit of this.
so cold. Yes, that is true.
Golden up them there hills.
Adamantine. Anyway, The castle itself, though, does have this bright silver kind of trim to a lot of it, which does make it stand out in its own way, almost like ore veins in a granite slab. As you approach this massive structure and get to the front of it, the drawbridge is down. There are guards that line this drawbridge, and people are just casually moving in and out and doing business and seeing things. It seems like in this time, whoever's in charge is leaving it open air for the people to come and visit to look. So, and even on the inside, there seems to be some vendors and people talking, just kind of back and forth.
I'll just go in and see if there's if I can find her. I've met her, correct? No. Then I would actually stop at one of the guards before I get into it and ask them where she would be.
He says, "You're looking for Madame Matreon.
Yes.
For what purpose?"
I'll pull out the wanted for this guy.
Oh, is that so? Some of her bodyguards are around. He says, "I bet you wait right here. I'll go speak to them and I'll come and get you."
Okay. I'd meander in more.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he can find me.
No. He's just like, there he is. You just kind of meander about.
Yeah.
Now, in here, because you're in the castle, people do start talking to you and they start trying to peddle their wares. But it is nothing that, like, if you're like, I'm interested in this, you could find it and purchase it. So, it's nothing worth describing, being like, he pulls out a potion.
Wait, he does?
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to describe it?
We talked about this.
As you wait, a few moments later, you see that dwarf stepping up, and these dwarves are dressed in that same kind of dark sheened gray, with the silver lining, and their shields have in dwarvish, death carries no meaning. They all carry that. You don't speak dwarvish.
Nope.
They all have the same neat little symbols on their shield.
That was Brandy.
But a few moments later, you do see somebody walk up. He is wearing a scarlet coat that buckles in the front and has a hood that comes over, more of a cowl, not a coat. He has tight wrappings around his chest, arms, and legs. He has, aside from that, loose-fitting clothes, but it seems like where the sleeves or leggings would be loose, he has them bound tight to his wrist and ankles. You see he is wearing Madame Matreon's signature, which is a spider with a diamond on its abdomen.
Have I seen that before?
Since you've been here, yes, but I don't think
Like
you.
anywhere else other than
I don't think you would have seen it anywhere else. He steps up and he says, "I'm told you have business with Madame Matreon."
yeah. Pull out the flyer yet again. You're like, it's about this way.
I see. He looks you up and down, and he says, "You can pass any information that you have on to me. If it does lead to his capture, I'll take your information. A reward will be sent to you."
Oh, that would not be. I need to speak to her about why she wants it.
That's quite impossible.
For her to know why she wants it, or for me to talk to her.
I'll let you decide. Either way, it's impossible.
I don't know. I guess you could tell her and report out again, but she's not going to talk to you. And then I turn around, start to walk away.
Do you know Taris? He asks.
Do you know where Madame's at?
I do.
May I speak to her?
Why?
I need to hear it from her.
Why? Who are you to demand something from Madame Matreon?
I'm not demanding. I just want to be able to hear why she wants it.
Well, Madame Matreon will be making an announcement later this evening in front of the crowds. He says, if you would like to make a scene then and demand to her face, you may.
That's a great idea. What's your name?
He says that almost like a dare.
What is your name?
And he says, guard number 2. In a very sarcastic tone.
Okay, where do you say Lord?
How did he know?
Well, he did now.
If it's to interrogate him or any of the such, I can assure you you're never.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, we will. Bye.
If you'd like, you can roll me sense motive.
It's 18. Ha, 3.
You read this guy like a book. Too bad you're illiterate.
That's not accurate.
He watches you leave. He just stands and he just watches from the time you turn around to the time you walk out. So, where do you go?
I want to head back to the Turtle and Tipsy Tavern.
And I might have said turtle, it's a tortoise. It's a tortoise. Simon taught me that! Anyway.
I'm going to head back to the Tavern Tipsy Tortoise.
Yes. As you are on your way, unknowns to you, in the time that it took you to do all that, another conversation was had.
Oh. Does that have to?
No. That's all up to you, buddy. Damon just said, what?
What?
Now I've got your attention, don't I? Making my way downtown, walking fast, blasting ass in a moment.
That's engraved for the rest of eternity.
I'm not at the Muppets.
He picks up half a baked potato and eats the whole thing. Wiping his hands on his uniform that never leaves a mark. Permanent prestidigitation.
And or just a disguise. And I would say that if you're like looking like, how is he doing this?
That is not the look I'm giving you. You want to roll for sense?
I know where your wife and children are. It's an illusion. He's not really wiping that. That's the thing, yeah. This is the takeaway.
This is what I'm reading from the situation. Say who, what not?
Of course. You've been looking for quite some time, haven't you, Doctor?
Kind of, sort of, not really.
I suppose it has to do a lot with your memory.
That's the one. And once again, I'm staying in the vessel. I don't care if he's staying in.
He's always speaking in
Right.
common, but it's clear he knows what you're saying. He says, you are obviously trying to drop all formalities and speak plainly about this, aren't you? Is it for the benefit of your paladin friend here? He turns and looks at you.
You speak most of the languages that you ever kind of speaks anyway, so why bother? Unless you speak Sylvan.
A learned man. And still made the foolish choice to follow some deity.
I'd rather saying no thy enemy.
And who is your enemy? He smells the air, he just... You stink of positive energy. For a paladin.
Now, I don't make deals with them. I go to the source.
Is that so? Well, you, of anybody, would know why that is quite impossible. He very rudely pokes you in the chest.
Sounds like there's no deal to be made.
Now that's between you and Karmazon. He just carelessly throws that name around. He says, I'm nothing but a messenger. I serve the abyss themselves. Not some flying rat. But money is to be made, and money I will make.
How are you making money?
By doing the job. And currency, you know, is not only in the form of coin.
I'm pure curiosity. What is he paying you?
That's for me to know. But, if you would like more information, I can tell you more. If you're curious, Doctor.
I was curious.
Hmm.
Does it mean there's any deal to be struck?
No, of course not. You know, that deals with demons and all that. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Paladin? But,
Seems awfully poignant.
Karmazad's told me you'd be less than excited to hear about this deal, and so he wanted me to give you this. He reaches into his pocket, he produces a map.
Is them how clean?
I mean, ish. It is, however, made out of leather,
Oh,
and not out of leather most
so very
people
similar
use.
to my book.
He lays it out. He takes his claw, he pokes the leather, he cuts into it an X. He cuts into this X in the verdant plains, just outside of the roaring peaks and by the unhewn forest. So in that little nick. And you would recognize that as where the other key was heading. He says, this here is where your daughter is.
Question. I do not have the geography skill to point this out.
Mhm.
I do not think so. How close was the portal from the Gripply village to the Verdant Plains, to that location?
The portal that
So,
Max opened up,
Yeah, the one Manzarek opened up.
and that
Went to
was
the Verdant
permanently open.
Yes.
It is relatively close. This is farther north than that, but yeah.
Like a day's travel.
By horse, yeah. On foot, no. But it's close. And that is just to whet your appetite. If you ever do want to find your deer. He reaches over and grabs your shoulder, and he tries to pull you into him. You can try to fight it if you'd like.
I feel like he would know fighting it only makes them happier,
Mm-hmm.
so he doesn't.
Says, your deer. Wait, but closed. Everything that he's eaten, it's
yeah.
there now, and you can see it. Or, if there's a time limit, you might want to take this consideration.
What is he tapping when he taps?
Your forehead. In my perspective, it was, yeah.
Because they look like eyeballs.
But take this into consideration. But if we have nothing further to discuss,
What are the terms?
oh, now you're curious?
Well, we like to know what's on the table. Not that I would take it.
There are 3, and he gestures 3 like that,
Almost as if he only has 3 fingers.
like naturally, and so
Yeah.
to do this would be weird to him. He says there are 3 conditions. First condition, drop the act. Get rid of this, and become what you originally were meant to be, wherever that is hiding. These little toys you've made are making him weary, trying to keep up with what's real and what isn't. Second thing, you have to get rid of your angelic heritage. The blood that you traded for. He grabs your wing and like pulls it out. There's chicken appendage. He lets go of it. And third, you must kill Pastopheles. If you agree, you will be aided.
And I'm looking at you. One of those was already on.
Yes,
There's a wing thing.
but it worries me.
And I'm talking to you in the peasants.
Everybody sounds like.
No. That ugh is way too deep.
It's a high. It's a
I learned mine.
Levy o ugh.
Yeah, I'm a native speaker.
No, I did learn mine.
No, I mean, you learned about it. We're talking act.
Act
level 4th century. Anywho.
Oh.
Right, it's like. So. I'm guessing problems in the family.
Well, and I would kind of like interject. Christopheles, and there would be one of the first times I said the name, broke his deal with me, is now following the Black Blood as a servant. And the Bat doesn't like traitors.
So terrible.
Yeah, be ashamed of, a paladin of a lady didn't do that before.
We're gonna kill him anyway. We don't have to make it this.
Yeah, but the other two things are the kind of impossible things.
I apologize, sir.
Anybody order a Pepsi performance?
He says, also,
You're supposed to metallic.
oh, you think I care?
It doesn't count.
Doctor and I and all that. It says, also, good luck finding Phistopheles without my help. I said you would be aided.
How long are you gonna be here?
Here? Why, Doctor, you of all people know that I have all the time in the world. I mean, he's very well dressed, but he carries no items that you can see. You want to try to steal from him?
He has true city.
Go for it.
Let's see.
Same thing.
He's not this big.
Do you have true city?
No, I have seen this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you could see through illusions before.
Same thing.
Go as fast as your snow body can go.
What if like Macho Man Randy Savage inhaled helium?
Is it? Anyway, for aside from the clothes on his back, as you can see,
I put a
he does have pockets. Go for it.
Put a hand out of your yes.
If you can see.
Oh, like he's invisible?
No, he's not invisible, but he's.
to you.
Yeah,
You're not
See what he's doing?
There's too much going on, my guy. It's like you're not paying attention.
What is his perception?
Roll a 38 sleight of hand.
Was it an at one?
As he like stands there, right? He turns like as soon as you like, and he just makes eye contact with you, and you're just like,
Drop something.
you just pick up one of the things that he's been eating.
Yeah.
Very kind of you. He grabs it and he squishes it into your hand, gripping your hand shut. What do you think his strength? What number do you think his strength starts with?
Hey,
38.
You think his strength's a 38?
Well, you did say starts with, so 300.
300.
Starts with a 38.
It doesn't know what
He's not quite that strong,
Okay. That's good.
but he's much closer than any of you are to it.
my hand.
So bar none, he's probably the strongest creature you've ever encountered. Because I mean, at level 12, you're nothing to like to scoff at. he
We
just
thought the same thing.
yeah.
David puts his hand on his sword surreptitiously.
Is that surreptitious?
He grabs your head. He goes to grab the bag off of you.
Hey, whoa. Escape artist?
Yeah, do it, my guy.
You're about to be one carat less.
36? 36?
So, who is this? As you're just like, and you're like against the wall, and somebody's like, "Ah!" And he's like, "Ah!" And that one got him. And I don't know why I rolled it on the table. Like, I got this neat note.
Hey!
It's a 2.
Meant to be. Alright, we're off to a great start.
And with that, he would have caught you. Anyways.
Wow.
So you're just like, anyway.
I should try and catch your eye.
Well, you can only see the one.
I'm just trying to gesture you to go back to the other side of the room. And I am
Gesture?
No, gesture. But I have an expression on my face like
Hand joke.
dead serious.
One item.
I'll stay within automatic distance.
Within belching distance.
Nothing this guy's for. Do you speak in this?
Of course.
Now I do.
Like, yes. What am I, 17 maybe?
Not just like you
I just picked
I have one.
I believe
do. I'm closer than I have right.
I stand up and scoot my chair back. Doc, I believe this should conclude our business. I kind of edge away and put myself between him and Demon.
Don't let anyone tell you what to do, Doctor. You've spent far too long with that already. Make your own decisions. Whether you accept it or not means nothing to me.
You'll have my answer by tomorrow.
What time?
Dusk.
I'll
The gate.
see you then, Doctor. But in the meantime, I have things to try. He says, standing up and making his way towards the counter and not letting anyone stop or even slow him down as he does so. When people are just falling over, he's just,
Oh, now the food might be better in the festival.
I'll make my way there next. He says, there are so many delectable things running around as it is. He turns and he just like,
I would then.
he doesn't gesture. I'm just
Right.
like, yeah, okay.
There.
I would then leave the town. More solemn, but yeah. I gotta calm it down now.
I just imagine Ragnar grabbing the ladder and going, the turtle's like,
I'll push myself up. I'll push through.
He's just spinning the shell.
guys, where are you? Oh, excuse me, madam. Guys,
Wait, Madam, I need her.
it's a boy turtle, by the way.
Gee, Willikers,
Saw his testicles. Anyway,
Are you proud of yourself?
I can tell you he wasn't. Because he should have looked towards me like I'm about to say something I regret.
would turtsticles be funny? You know what?
No. No.
Nothing would have been
That joke would have been crappy.
funnier or less funny than that. Love it. As you walk up, you walk out. He like sprinted there and back. The time doesn't line up, but screw it.
Close enough.
I mean, he moves naturally at 40 feet around, so.
He's just
50 if I feel like it.
He's just Olympic power walking through the. One foot's always on the ground.
What's that called? Power walking? That's what you said.
Yeah. Power walking is called power walking.
$20 is $20.
Said we got a festival.
Maybe just behind me.
As they make their way down the ladder, I wait.
He thinks we use ladders.
And Damon's like, oh. Wait, do you have a? You got the cat's grace thing,
Yes.
but you do take damage.
I take the most minimum damage.
Yeah.
You can probably tank it and just walk away.
I know. Look at the thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have to do it. Just stand up.
Superhero landing. Doesn't even phase me. Lives away.
It's so
We have this whole conversation like 3 times a day. You can't be doing it.
It makes me feel cool.
I found this really cool portal plank
It's a door.
door. There's no hinges or knob. There's a goblin.
So how do you know it's a door?
I don't. I think it
I'm
might be more of a portal.
a person bound by the 9 hells in the celestial planes, and you're questioning a door that has no hinges.
Who knows?
Sure. We teleported using trees just 2 days ago.
Yeah, it's one thing. It's more like a portal. It's kind of glowy.
Okay.
I was gonna wait for all it.
It's sort of orange.
So Goblin said he needed a appointment. Here's what he used.
I'll go with
Appointments
cool.
to see who.
Yeah, let's we go to it.
Appointments to see who.
That's what we want to find out.
What did you do? I just had to talk with the demon, and this is somehow more confusing.
No, it's a festival. It's gotta be fun.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so I start leading the way.
it. The game?
Let's go.
And there's no and Ragnar's walking away.
Stop. Whoa. Are you coming?
Sure.
Who let Ragnar off the
What?
leash?
Man's head was with help!
Manzarek's lost in the crowd.
That door is not the only thing that's unhinged.
You know what?
It's just 2 out of 2.
It's some points in
Where are we going?
How will I show
Same
you?
character.
There's this thing. I wanted to check it out, but I was waiting for you guys.
right?
And you got the appointment, so we need you.
Sure.
This is
Lead on.
I literally just lead them back to where I'm.
a symbol. This is my appointment.
Wait, it's my alerts. World needs more.
He's like,
So if it's a singular alert, but multiple alerts. Just making sure I understand.
Portal.
Yep. That's a word to use there too.
I guess he takes us back to the empty door.
As you start making your way through Stova proper, you see all the things that I previously described. When you get to Madame Matron's Menagerie of Mystical Marvels, a couple of things catch your eye. Firstly, there are several shops, as previously described. In the far back and center of everything, there is a zoo. You see several different cages, or even like terrariums or pools, big glass tanks, and you can see all kinds of strange and interesting aminals therein. There are tons of food stands, all kinds of restaurants. I have menus written down that I have made. Yes.
Are there 2 castrated birds on? And your elected Paris used to pull his wagon?
Oh, no. That'd be funny, though. That's why he's wanted for kidnapping. He stole the birds. No.
I did just say kidnapping. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
There is a museum there where you can walk into the tent and look at all of the strange and interesting things. There is also games. However, with these games, there are all kinds of like different games. There's like archery, axe throwing, arm wrestling, drinking, blah 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 blah. At level 12 though, you're at level 12. At level 12 though, those things mean very little to you. There's very few people in the kingdom that could beat you at arm wrestling, much less at this caravan. Sure.
Keep going.
However, some of the games that do look interesting to you, that look maybe a little bit beyond what the normal person can do, and when you look at these games, you can tell these games are meant to be nearly impossible for the average person to do, but they are fun. So people will try to do them just for funsies. One of them is called Method Mayhem. Another one is called The Battle Arena. Another one is called Battle of the Bards. And then there is The Wizard's Duel. I cast pain.
Not one. Can't get enough.
There are also some interesting attractions that you can visit. One is the Phoenix Ride, where the giant phoenix that is periodically flying wide gears over everybody, you can go up there and the phoenix will pick up a kind of trolley with you in it, kind of like a hot air balloon basket, and will fly you a full gear around the mountain so that you can see everything. It is hella expensive for a normal person, but for you guys, it's just like, oh, cool. There are mammoth rides. There are wizard shows where people doing crazy cantrips and things like that. There are the place is lousy with bards. There are robotic pelican rides. Not pelican. 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 I don't know if I'm saying that right.
One more time, just in case.
Pelican.
It's
There's also a petting zoo, and the most interesting thing you can do at the petting zoo is for a copper coin, they will give you a tiny little, kind of brass trinket, and you can feed a rust monster. Little tiny rust monster. You just throw it to it, and it goes, and then it. People love it. It's crazy. Anyway, like it can pet you too. How much for the rust monster to pet me? You mean to pet the rust monster?
I want to be chewed and spat out.
So,
Those are words he's.
the wizard.
I'd like to go
Dual
to
wizards.
Oh, so it means there's two people?
It's like
I can tank it and you can throw it. Tank the attack and you throw the attack.
oh yeah. Roll your eyes at me. At me.
That changes the duel completely in my head. It's two wizards riding on the back of barbarians.
Oh boy!
Oh my.
The goal is not to kill the other wizard, it's to knock the barbarian out.
Ultimate June.
Bruh. We just made a new game.
Ragnar, charge!
As you step up to the Wizard's Duel, there is a pit that drops down, and the stadiums are above, and you're looking down. There is an anti-magic field above the arena to dome it off. So, you do know, looking at it though, that a powerful enough spell will negate it, but it will come back. It's on a permanency spell.
Okay.
But like, if you were to hit it for a certain amount of time, it will go down if you hit it hard enough. Yes. But if you like fireball straight down, it'll keep it from getting out to anybody.
Okay.
It's kind of
As if they know.
Or somebody helping someone.
My goodness.
I didn't ask how big the room was. As you step up, you do see people cheering, and there are 4 magic casters in the pit. They're getting ready to start, and you see them adjusting their robes. They have their familiars with them. Some have an artifact, and you see them kind of like gesturing and preparing. There is an announcer who's floating above everything, and he's wearing a bright blue coat that can be seen for miles, just in a sky blue coat. And it has stars and moons all over it, and he has a matching pointy hat that he wears. He has a long white beard, but you can see there's a little distance between the beard itself and his chin, and it like hooks onto his ears.
Is this from the movie?
Yes.
There's that white wizard. The wizard with the long beard. Blue.
And he has like a blue coat, and the beard's not, I don't know what you're talking about. But he is floating in the air. He is using magic to levitate. Whether it's been placed upon him, he has a magical item, you're not sure. But he is announcing with a loud, boisterous tone to the crowd who are all cheering. He announces the 4 wizards, he announces what's going on, and he says, "Now remember, there are only 4 rules in a wizard's duel, outside of anything that would cause harm to the spectators. Firstly, each participant must fight alone and can receive no help from outside sources, with the exception of familiars or other bonded creatures. Secondly, each participant must fight with magic. The use of melee or ranged weapons is forbidden, with the exception of bonded objects and weapons that can cast spells, such as staves. Thirdly, the use of summoned or otherwise conjured creatures is forbidden. And lastly, the duel lasts until one of the casters has been knocked unconscious or otherwise prevented from continuing. Spells such as Hold Person does not end the duel, but Flesh to Stone certainly does. Assuming the target fails their... sorry, that sounded real mechanic. And these duels do not go to the death. If you kill, even accidentally, your opponent, you will be held accountable for that. And any spells that you use to detain the person, such as Flesh to Stone, compensation will be taken from the opponent. So if you're turned into stone, you will be paid compensation to be turned back. And with that, they begin their duel and they start. As you watch, you can tell that it seems that there's a way about this duel. It's not something as simple as, my turn, magic missile, my turn, fireball. As they're going, it seems they're watching and waiting on each other. And then when one starts to chant and tone, the other mimics, and you see him cast something and the spell is negated. And then he quickly casts something else and fires at them. And as you're watching it, it's very different than anything you've really done in actual combat in this wizard's duel. Which is to say, if you decide to participate in the wizard's duel, I will tell you what all that means and how it works mechanically. That's on you. You would be held accountable.
I don't. I didn't have to kill.
Well, you can do lethal damage to knock them unconscious. Yes.
My bombs, they were magically made but cause physical fire damage, and that still count.
No, because that would be potions, and so it's not a bound item. Yeah.
And immediately take it.
Okay, So
Well, so is he.
my rope is not bound to me, but if I strangle one, does it count?
No.
It doesn't.
Right. He is.
There's no count.
He meant me.
It does.
I don't want to tell you.
You may.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
We have hit the instant death spell.
Oh,
Well, that was prepared for battle. I've not redone my
Are we not going to the portal?
Is this not the portal?
No.
No.
Alright, let's
I was thinking
go.
about the Battle of the Bards. See our Tiefling friend and the one person. The partners in the
Well, I
Jutsu
love that
Turtle.
man.
The bard that was in the Tipsy Turtle Tavern, is that the Battle of the Bards?
Yup.
And didn't the dwarf she's a dwarf princess and then she go with her?
She's at the festival, not specifically that. Yeah. What tiefling friend?
The bard at the Tipsy Turtle Tavern. 'Cause we asked about her.
He wasn't a tiefling. Neither of them are tiefling.
Sure. Listen, I want another people in your life.
This is my story. I don't know.
You are the prettiest tiefling I've ever seen. I'm not a tiefling. You are prettiest.
Put someone in your skull of a beard.
That's what you do.
Doesn't find intimidating.
How you make friends?
Do you want to go see the bars?
Let's go see the portal.
Alright. What's up?
Oh, no, that's what I want to find out. It's curiosity. It's killing me.
I'll go with him now.
You guys,
Alright.
no. We can all do it. We can all do it.
Okay.
And then we'll come back.
Yeah, this is disappointing.
And let's go see the bar beforehand. 'Cause I don't know if it's gonna be the
No,
No,
let's
it's
be
the
the
one. Oh, okay. Since it's his idea, we'll go see the door.
No, we gotta see the portal. The door's playing.
Where's the door?
Ah.
For the love of all who's couldn't hold it.
Hold on. You made a good pun. He was mad.
Fell around for it.
Anyways.
Go to the portal. At the door.
You say that like you haven't always been this. You go to the Battle of the Bards.
Go to the portal.
You go to the door.
No.
I lost track. My brain was like, we need to conserve power. We flipped the main breaker. Stepping up to the portal, you see the door by itself. There is a small crowd that's kind of gathered around it, and they're kind of chattering one to another. And you do see that goblin standing in front, and he's given this pitch. Come on, to Nova's magical gift shops. He says you can find anything here, anything from just a small trinket that you lost as a child, or to the most rare magical item. Or if you have the coin and are brave enough, you can alter yourself entirely, permanently. Yes.
We have an appointment.
He says, your name?
Perceiving.
That depends.
20 back.
So kind of like he's a goblin with a list. I mean, as you kind of like shift and look, you do see a long list of names on there. So yes, you can pursue the names.
We're the party of Smiths, right? We should better list those.
Smith. Silversmith? No.
No,
Blacksmith?
no.
No. Shoemaker?
That's the one.
Ah. Roll me bluff.
You mean third one.
You didn't get negatives because of my face.
He's good. And he says, well, the previous party should be coming out and you'll be next. You kind of sit.
I'm just.
I'm Steve Shoemaker. This is my wife, Damon Shoemaker. Schumacher.
People mispronounce it all the time.
It's Schumacher. And with a name like that, you know it's good. Not a sponsor, but
We're not Schnook.
we're ready to jam. Cobbler, I barely know her.
Cobbler, another word for shoemaker.
Yeah.
This woman's been cobbled.
The jokes.
That's a thing I say sometimes. People are milling about, talking. They seem very, very excited about this door. If you would like to eavesdrop on some of the things that are being said, may with an eavesdrop.
Oh,
Roll.
perception. Take my perception and since motherfucker's saying that matters to you.
34%.
At 20 as a 38.
Doesn't matter anymore. It's absurdity, but you know who's tracking.
Some of the things you hear are mostly people excited about what they're going to see. They say some things like, you know, we're on the waiting list. It could take up to 2 hours, but this is going to be so worth it. They begin to talk about some of the trinkets they want, and it's mostly kids who seem really excited about the trinkets. And they say things like, I'm really excited to see Froggy. Do you think Froggy will like me? I want to trade with Froggy. What do you think Froggy would like? Is a lot of what the children are saying. Some of the adults begin to talk about, you know, I really like some of the magical items, but this is supposed to be the most expensive shop for magical items. Like, I could see what he's got, you know, and see like what he's willing to sell or even he's willing to trade, but he's supposed to have magical items from all across the planes of existence. You know, they say he has magical items from all of the elemental planes, from maybe even the ethereal planes. What would it be like to have a ghost dagger? And then they talk about it. They said, you know, it's not uncommon for people to go and see it, but some people don't think it's real. It could be an illusion, you know, but it's supposed to be able to change anything about you. But it's supposed to be very expensive, or at the very least, they say it has the ability to take something from you in exchange for what it can do to you. These are all conversations that you kind of hear in the time that you wait. You don't wait as long as you expect to. Or you don't wait as long as what you think you would. You're there for maybe 15 or 20 minutes and the door opens. You see a couple of people come out. Some of them look disappointed and some of them look really excited. Like this little girl has a doll, and it is probably one of the most interesting and well-made dolls you have ever seen. She's holding it and she's just giddy, kind of like shaking it as she walks by. You see her dad kind of rubbing the back of his neck and looking at his wife, who looks very unimpressed with whatever happened beyond that door as they walk off. He says, yeah, Schumacher! Says, you're up.
Let's go.
All right. Yes.
Uncle's so confused.
We're in the back, just clapping.
As the oldest person.
Go, David.
Doesn't take
Silent for me.
Oh, I'm not first. I'm last. I'm sure you
How old are you?
know. Like, I believe it. I'm sure you were gonna get it.
Maybe that's the silence sticking the door.
Stepping in to this area, the goblin opens the door and he gestures for you to step in. As you do so, he shuts the door behind you and everything goes dark. Suddenly, in a flash of blue, you see torches begin to illuminate. Then 2 more. And you see them begin to illuminate until they encircle you in a wide area. You see in this area there are 3 doors. One door is very short. You would have, if you opened it, you would have to duck and kind of slide, cramming yourself in. A small creature can step in. A medium creature would have to squeeze, and a large creature, it does not look like they'd be possible to go through this door. The second door is pitch black. You see no lines, no creases, no grooves, and you can't even tell what kind of material it's made out of. The only thing you see is a single mundane looking handle hanging from the middle of it. The third door is a tent flap. It is bright blues, reds, and purples, and it looks oddly familiar. This is all encapsulated in a beautiful red room. The top of it domes up, and you see the night sky above you. You see clouds rolling in front of the moon, and you see stars as far as the eye can see, and even some streaking across as you look up at it. So it's in motion. It looks alive. As you step in, you see a figure wrapped in bright, vibrant purple veils. They turn to face you, kind of gesticulating with a wide open arm. The creature stands about 6'5" and is a half-orc. Her hair is done up in a kind of a beehive style, and it is kind of sort of, but much wider than that. And it is a bright, vibrant pink and purple, and it is glittering and glowing. She also has a beard that matches that, with the same glitter and glow to it, and it is very well kempt, clean, and pristine. Her tusks are tipped in diamonds, and she is wearing a bright flowing dress that matches her silky veils as she turns and gestures to all of you, and she says, "Welcome, darlings, to Nova's." She says, "Tell me, what is your pleasure and how can I help you?" She wears necklaces and rings on all of her fingers, and her nails are long and very well done.
Well, what's your pleasure?
I'm not saying it out loud.
The
Oh, you don't have to, darling.
Then which door is that?
what was the name of the gin can we ticked off in the tree? We went into his tent. We sold.
Oh yeah.
Do it?
That gin
We got
that
the
we
soul
stole
back.
the soul from.
Oh, that wasn't a gin. There was a gin in there. There was a gin kin in there, but it wasn't him. He was a merchant.
Was it
Yes. She was a gin kin. Her name was Jen. Jen. Short for
Jenny.
Ginny.
But that tent, I even say out loud, is that the Merkin's tent?
Oh, you've been here before.
We don't need to go into that door
Oh.
specifically. Unless you want to.
Where does that one go? I pointed the solid black.
That, darling, is Sidus's tent. Sidus is a creature from beyond the stars. He travels to and fro, giving people augmentations, granting them different powers.
Cool.
And he will do it for either coin or a penny. She says as she touches your nose.
I'll walk up to it.
She watches you go with a smirk. She says, "Be careful, you never know what you might lose if you choose not to pay with coin."
I have nothing to lose. Which one do y'all want to go in?
It's the other.
She says, "Oh, that's Froggy. Froggy trades with trinkets. Anything you want to trade with Froggy? It's all mundane, nothing magical there, but he does love trinkets, and he'll usually give you something better than what you give up, depending on how mature and well-mannered you are about it."
Good secret.
Sidus, Froggy.
I have no needs. I am merely accompanying friends.
I'm a bodyguard, I can tell. She
You should come
says.
with me as I keep staring at the door.
If you want to follow Barry, I'll follow.
Damon,
What?
let's go. Okay, oh shoot.
You step just into it.
If you want to go with Barry,
You're just like, yeah, and you're just going.
I'm gonna stick with that. And I don't even wait for a response. I just go through.
I'm just kidding. You go.
That would have been funny.
That would have been hilarious.
Not too good. I know what it is.
You don't follow.
I go beside you, sister.
With them. Going to Froggy?
Yeah.
Okay, I need a representative from one of you three to roll for initiative.
Gibbs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got it.
So Perry's going first.
27.
I rolled a 10. I don't know.
Why I thought he had anything. Barbarian.
It's been
higher.
it's been the running gag that he's had nothing.
It's literally not gonna
Level 8, I went from a negative to a 0.
Ooh.
I know.
We're at 12, and I'm still at 0.
There have been better options.
You go into Froggy's door?
I do.
As you step in, you kind of open the door, and it's a mundane door. Where theirs is like magic. This one's just you kind of like, yeah.
I'm a small creature.
You are, but it's still
I'm on the larger side.
yeah. It's still a duck of the head as you step in.
Quack.
When you do so, there is a small fireplace with a gentle fire rolling. The chimney kind of rises up and disappears into the roof. It is a domed structure that looks like it's made out of like a kind of like an adobe kind of make to it. There are bookshelves that line every inch of it, and there are books on these shelves, but mostly it's just random knickknacks. Like you look at it and it's anything from like a bone fetish to a doll to like a spool of thread to a wagon wheel to blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And the place is not messy, but it is cluttered. There is a rug on the floor, but it's hard to see because there's just so much more. And the only like comfy open place is a nice little armchair in front of a nice little table with a nice little frog sitting in front of it and wearing a nice little coat. He's wearing a cape, kind of like an adventurer's cape. And he's wearing a nice like adventuring coat and garb, but it's all pristine. Like he's never went out and adventured. If you are to look out the circular window next to the door, you can see out, and it looks like you're looking out into Martrek. He, however, is not a Gripply. But he does turn and he looks at you, and he goes, "Ah." Do you speak Gripply?
I do.
He says in Gripply, "Welcome."
In kind of response. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Wah. He says, he does make that noise. Wah. He says, "You speak Gripply."
I do.
Oh,
Yes.
it's such an auspicious occasion when somebody can speak my language. Most of the time they say things like, "Oh, how cute," it croaks. "Please, come." He gesticulates. He conjures a magical spell, and you see a small stool appear beside the table. He says, of course, take a seat." You kind of bump your head on the chandelier as you let go and you sit down. He says, "Let me pour you a spot of tea." So within minutes, you find yourself with a plate of crumpets, a tea kettle with a little tiny cup of tea. Very earthy, not too sweet. It's not bad. It's good. It's its biggest seller is you've never had it before. You've never tasted tea like this before. But I mean, like 8 out of 10.
I've been drinking mushroom coffee, so maybe.
Yeah, I got you. So he says, "Where are you from?"
Maybe in a sense, familiar to see if I trust him. He's not Gripply,
Right.
but he speaks Gripply.
Mm-hmm.
So how is he in this form?
Correct.
25.
With a sense motive, this may be one of the kindest, most sincere creatures you have ever met.
Well, I'm originally from Ambrose, but I've been traveling here for the last month or so.
Oh, you poor creature. He says, it must be terrible what you witnessed in Ambrose.
How is it that you know what's happening?
Oh, Madame Matrion's menagerie travels all over the world, and I can look and see beyond just what's here in Martrek.
Through that window?
Not necessarily, but through other means. He says, every time Nova, he gestures to the door that you came through, every time Nova wants to call upon me, my closet changes, and I can go out and visit the world wherever it is. News gets around.
So were you in Ambrose within the last month?
No, but I do hear things.
What are those things you're hearing?
Well, I do know that Ambrose has been completely cut off. I do know that there are whispers of some kind of magical blight that has befallen the kingdom. I do know that if anyone comes into contact with it, they're not themselves anymore.
Will all be true.
Oh, he says, but we don't have to talk about that if it's a sensitive subject.
So,
You want to know what I am?
I do. You speak Ripley, but you are not Ripley.
He goes, this is true. And he says, as a matter of fact, my master was a Gripply. I started out as a familiar many, many years ago. He practiced polymorph spells. Transmutation was his main focus of wizardry, the main school that he focused on. He says, you could say over many years of polymorphing and magical aptitude. He says, once he passed away and the magics preserved me as I am. He says, I've taken on attributes of my Gripply master while maintaining my froggy form.
So you are Frog.
Yes. In name and stature.
So why do you, just to bring joy into people's lives?
Oh, yes. You see, this is a pocket dimension of sorts. You see, my master, he was a collector of eclectic collections, and this is a bag of holding, so to speak. He says people come in here and willing to trade small items, and I give them other items. Don't open that bag.
I knew it went through his mind.
Robbie comes out. Wow. He says, and so drawing from my own personal collection, I trade with others. It's more like an antique thrift store. He says, I have very little to offer in the way of magic or weapons. And he says, but if there's something, a fun knickknack that you would like, or a book even, I might have it.
Well, how about I give you, I can't look for that.
Yeah.
It's of sorts.
Yeah.
Actually. Okay. And it's a fragment of an arcane gem.
Ooh.
From the tree house.
Huh.
I'll trade you that for whatever you see fit.
Ah. What does it do?
No.
Right on.
He's like, oh, how interesting. Yeah.
One moment. He begins kind of rummaging through some stuff, right? Ah, here we are. He pulls up a small vest. And he says, now this, he holds it up to you. To you, it is this big. And he says, should fit on your familiar. He says, you have a ferret, am I correct? He guesses. And he says, but any magical amulet that you might have, he says, he taps a metal ring on the back of it. And he says, you can fit into there, and it will infuse your familiar with whatever powers that it may have. He says, technically, right now it's a mundane item, but don't tell me that it does that.
Right. Well, Froggy, it's been a pleasure.
And a pleasure meeting you. And your name was?
Perry.
Perry, he says with a smile.
A pleasure meeting you, Perry.
I hope the rest of your day isn't just annoying.
Annoying? No, never. I love meeting people.
You speak other language?
Unfortunately, no. Says just Gripply.
Okay.
I wish you a wonderful day.
It's pleasant.
Meanwhile,
Back at more bench.
stepping into this room, you
There's none of this. Don't even.
and I'm good.
No.
The room is dark. To say it is dimly lit is not accurate. It is dark in there. There is a purple and blue rug on the ground, and it spirals in its thread work to give you this kind of hypnotic sense as you look at it. There is only a small shelf to one side, and on this shelf you see that there is a collection of crystal balls, all about this big, just lining, and rows back. So if it's 10 across the front, you assume it's 5 deep, and it's on every shelf. So there's probably close to 100 on this shelf of these little crystal orbs. You see that there is a lantern with a blue light emanating from it that gives everything this eerie glow. Aside from that, there's very few creature comforts in here, and it is uncharacteristically cool. Not cold, not uncomfortably so, but it is cool in here, almost like stepping into a cave without the dank. The floors are wood, the walls are wood, the ceiling is wood, and there are windows, and if you were to look outside of them, you were like, oh, it's night. There's nothing out there. No stars, no trees, no moon. It is just dark.
Not delightfully claustrophobic.
Void. Do what?
Not claustrophobic per se.
Not the building, so.
But I can't stand it.
As you kind of examine this otherwise mundane looking area, you see the shadow begin to shift beneath you, and you see a creature rise up out of the floor. It's canid in appearance at the very base of the word, at the very base meaning of the word. It has the snout like of a wolf, but you see, along with its 2 eyes, it has a third one in the middle of its forehead. And each one of these eyes have a hypnotic purple, white, and blue glow that continues to fluctuate. When it speaks, its teeth are glowing inside the otherwise void of its mouth. So without the glow of those blue teeth, you couldn't tell that it was talking because the void of its mouth matches the void of its body. You can't see the fur in its base, but you can see the silhouetted outline of the fur. Its legs are far too long for any normal canine, as if it has extra joints that extend out. You see the silhouette of antlers rising up from its head, and you see 2 massive wings on its back that extend out and fold. This creature stands about 5 feet tall. Normally it would be a massive wolf, but it is much taller than it is long with those legs. As it out of the floor and looks at all of you.
Usually blinks.
You may.
Nat 20.
With a nat 20, you do know what this is, only because of what happened to you. This is a void creature. Void creatures can take on any form that they want. And typically the more powerful a void creature is, the more eccentric its form becomes. So because this one has like picked all these different features to look like itself, you're not sure if it's confused about what a material plane creature is supposed to look like, or if it's just like, I like wolves, deers, and birds, and it just turned itself into that. The eyes and teeth are a telltale sign of what it is. Where the rest of its void-like body can shift and change, those 2 things will always be the same. Void creatures are intelligent, and they chat and they venture from different planes of existence. Void creatures are always chaotic, but not always evil. They are very intelligent and very powerful, but they focus mainly on different magics and tend to keep to themselves. They very rarely ever like go out and use their magics and influence and knowledge of the void for personal gain. So to see one in here is a shocking thing. He says as his teeth kind of glow inside of his mouth.
My name is Silence. What is your pleasure today, gentlemen?
Damon kind of keep it back, and there's no expression on his face, but sweat's beating up.
Still see the door behind us.
Yes. Yeah, you're not trapped.
What do you want?
I don't know, man. This is strange. Wolf-looking creature looking at me.
If you're interested in what I have to offer,
Sure, start there.
I alter your appearance in any way that you like. I can cast permanency spells on you to alter who you are, what you can do. It's limited only on what permanency can be cast.
When you say alter, you mean physically alter or magically like make it look different?
Ooh. You should make those wings look like skeleton wings. That'd be funny.
And what?
I think that would be extremely sacrilegious to one of the gods. Apparently, you chose me.
And what do you require for making such
Change.
things available to your clients?
Well, we were told that it takes money or members. Was it scary?
No.
Oh. That's scary. I'm looking over the look back.
But it's only one spell per person. But your friend is right. Either one of those I'll be willing to take.
Do you know the tree meters? Baku?
I know what a Baku is.
So if you were to take a memory that's a nightmare, would he know where you're at?
Let me piece that together real quick.
Because he eats nightmares as well.
A nightmare is not a memory.
But if it was a memory that we consider as a nightmare, would it be the same or is it just a memory?
It would be a memory.
Okay.
And it would be a mundane memory.
Maybe for you.
Something that you would never think you would miss.
What can you do? Let me rephrase that. What do you think would be best for me?
Well, it seems you value your strength. It comes in many forms.
Yeah, that's a two.
I can permanently increase your size if you'd like.
I don't know if I need that.
Oh, you do?
Permanently enlarged.
Yeah, I know. You can't see your top.
Oh, it lasts longer than 4 hours. Please continue.
Oh.
He says, I can bestow you with the ability to comprehend languages, to see in the dark, to detect magical items, to be able to read magical items, to see the invisible, or to speak any language.
Ooh.
So mechanically, if you would like to look up
Yeah.
the permanency spell, there's a list of
See
things
invisibility.
on self-others, or objects that he'll be able to bestow upon you.
Oh yeah, I'm just going to find like seeing invisibility. You can do that.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Yes.
But doesn't each of them have obvious specific cost?
Oh, I know.
And he said, and that would cost you 10,000 gold pieces.
For a memory, right?
Yes.
How do you decide what memory?
I don't. You do. When I go to take it from you, your mind will give me a memory.
But I don't technically choose it. It just offers itself.
Yes. Damon, you would know what that means as he is saying this. This is called memory theft. It's something any creature from the abyss can do. Normally there is a will save for it, but what it technically ends up being is permanent negative levels.
Oh.
Ragnar, don't think we should volunteer a memory.
Why?
I don't think you would like the downside to it. The void creatures have the ability to remove a memory, but there is harm involved.
Like you poke my brain harm?
Not exactly. You'll never know what you give up, what it would mean to you to lose those memories. See, I'm not lying about what I do. But your friend's right. But it would cost you nothing for the ability to see the invisible.
There's a lot of stuff I'd be okay with forgetting.
You'd be surprised what it takes to make you who you are.
It would, wouldn't it?
Far be it for me to tell you what to do, but I wholeheartedly recommend against it. And believe me, I have memories as well I would not lose.
This is who you are, huh? What do you say, Doc?
Memories make us. Look at all the hells I'm going through just to get mine back. And at this point, I would kind of saunter over to a window, just look out the abyss.
Yeah, it's, yep.
I see all and nothingness out there.
Yeah, as much as you could possibly see.
Maybe another time.
Have it your way.
Appreciate the offer.
Of course. As long as we're here in Stova, my door is open.
I am curious, Sidus, how you came to be partnered with Nova.
No, lovely, isn't she?
Well, it's not a normal arrangement for one of your.
No. It was through the merchant that I found Nova. It sounded interesting, and it's a way for me too. You see this arm extend out from his chest. It unfolds to show an extra elbow, and then each finger extends out to show 2 extra joints, and you see there are 2 other digits on that hand. As he gestures to the shelf, my collection of memories.
Legitimate.
Yes,
Fair trade.
I never take anything without consent.
I nod my head in assent, in acknowledgement of the fact that he is not stealing things. I too have nothing to trade with you this time.
He nods. You'd be surprised how many people want to come and see the thing behind the door.
While I will admit to curiosity, I do know your kind. And I know that you can be as variable as people. But I find you to be a very polite and civilized entity, and it is good to know you.
His eyes close completely, shutting off any glow from his face as he bows his head, and then they open again.
He's come a long way. He used to never be like that.
We're talking about memories. I'd love to lose.
Is there a way I can kind of meander over and look at the crystal ball shelf?
You may. When you look at the crystal ball shelf, it's very much Inside Out-esque. These are core memories. You see images playing on each one of them, and they shift and turn as it's things as mundane as catching a ball to things of somebody stealing something to a festival to a child walking. It's just...
Can I find like a particularly old one?
It's hard to judge how recent they are. You find interest in memories.
Yes.
What catches your eye?
The concept that almost as I've lost memories, I'd like some of them back.
I'm only in the business of taking.
I'm fully open.
You should ask him if he knows anybody that's on the other side of that.
I imagine the Merkin gang.
The who?
The Merkin.
I don't know.
Merkin gang. Merkin gang.
I don't know what's happening, but make it stop.
I'm spoofing you.
I started dancing and make that stop.
Let me help.
I started dancing. We can't stop when we start dancing.
It's from the walk. I got records on my fingers. I just
Can't stop.
won't
I
stop.
would have it. There's a strange circumstance of it.
We are filming. Anyway,
Catchy tune. Also, not the first time we've quoted different words. Nor will it be the last.
anyway.
Do it.
You should ask
We're not even there.
As Delaney peers into my mind and goes, he probably could.
You know.
Hey guys, what's going on? Whoa, what is that?
But you know which shoulder he's sitting on.
The obviously evil side.
That's
Even
the
though
left
my
one.
chain tattoos are backwards.
Well then, I suppose if that's everything,
Wait, hang on. You know him? Or you know people?
I know of
people?
of his kind.
That's how do you know people like him? He's not people. Are you people?
Depends on your definition of the word.
How do you know people like him? How simple. I don't have any other words.
I have no desire to explain. And I turn and walk back out the door.
It was a simple question.
Do it, bro. You got the money.
He reaches out to take your arm. Do you allow him?
I don't stop him. I'm not sure like what he's getting at. I mean, I know, but
He turns the arm over. You still have the bandages? No, so it's just there.
yeah.
Seems I'm not the only one from the void here.
He lets go of you.
Oh,
I didn't see that either.
He says, unfortunately, I'm unable to bestow upon you any permanency spells as it is.
You already have one.
It does.
Yes. But far be it from me to explain what it is.
He says as he backs up.
Are you weary of it?
Yes. I know what it is, and I know where you got it.
Let's see. I turn around and walk out.
He watches you.
And I had that evil grin.
You can
I can't do it.
change people.
Yes.
Make an orc an elf, a
Yes.
halfling an elf. Can you remove something?
Unfortunately, no. Unless you're talking about memories. It's kind of my shtick.
It's a silly thought crossing my mind. I have mixed blood within me. I'm looking to get part of it removed.
Unfortunately, that can only be undone by the one who did it.
Uh-oh. You wouldn't happen to know how to kill a demon, would you?
No, yeah.
Silly thoughts for a second.
Mm,
I'm sorry for, I guess, wasting your time.
It's never a waste.
I mean,
I wish you and your companions the best of luck.
I kind of stopped. Luck with what?
And he disappears back into the shadow.
That's rude.
You come back out.
I just throw a bomb behind me as I leave.
You don't hear anything? What?
We need to leave for no reason.
I put a 12-second delay on that one.
Which, when we go back to the door, we still where Nova's at?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hello, darling. So how was your visits?
That was awesome. Great. Froggy's cool.
He is a fan favorite. Mostly because he's the cheapest. But he's so nice.
Oh yeah, we talked for a while.
Yeah, so that's good to hear.
Are we able to go into another one?
You may.
Can we see the Birkin, give him a good hearty hello? After he specifically told us never to visit him ever again.
What's the worst that could happen?
And he could kill us. We could see Jen again, though.
That
She
would
was
be
cool.
very bad business if we did.
I don't think he cares.
I think Nova cares.
And also, your bodies would no longer be on this plane of existence.
It would be in his tent.
So to what extent does your business dealings go with these other entities?
Oh, darling, what they do is their business. I'm simply opening a portal for them. I get a small cut of whatever business they deal. But what happens there is on another plane of existence and has nothing to do with me or Madame Matron.
Very interesting business partners.
Didn't we make a promise never to visit that plane again?
To go through that plan again.
We promised never go through the plane of lane. His
Right.
tent is not on the plane
It's not on.
It is
It's
like
a-
adjacent.
Sure. So is the dream.
So was our plane.
Theoretically. So is the dark
Wait,
tapestry,
so-
which is adjacent to everything. Because space time is weird.
I feel like I need a car that goes.
It's like a big bowl of wibbly wibbly.
Wabbly?
Webbly, wobbly, wobbly. Wobbly, what's
Excuse me, I would like a bowl of Timmy Wibbly Wobbly with extra Wibbly Wobblers.
Ooh, would you like that with the red or the white?
Mm-hmm. Is it extra for both?
Did I say no?
Um,
Also, this stuff's really expensive.
It is.
Oh, darling, but you can find magical items there that you can't find anywhere else.
Yeah, we
We
know.
haven't found that.
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Well, it wasn't an idol. per
We
se.
found all sorts of magical items that were very trapped.
Yeah, he also had souls.
No, yes, his tent is the most dangerous because he stands the most to lose if you try to steal anything.
Oh, not to say.
He also plays games.
And you, madam, are you merely the conduit, or do you too deal in objects?
Oh, darling, a conduit. I've been called a lot of things, but rarely that. She says, every business needs a face, and that is what I am. But if you want me to deal with objects, I can do that too.
Just say
How much?
You're too willing, and you need a bath.
To do with objects.
No, this is David.
And I promise you, darling, you'll never get the glitter out.
I mean, that's not even magical. That's just
I
literally.
wasn't even gonna be there.
She says, oh, it's my ex all over again.
Anyway, is there carnival happening outside?
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
Yeah, no, but dearest,
Yes.
I have the most gut-sinking feeling. Can I see what color blood you bleed?
What?
Wow, she's a guy.
You are so forward, darling, but no!
Hear me out. This is a carnival that travels all over the place. We know there's infections of black blood going everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. What are you driving at, darling?
If you bleed black, we're gonna kill you.
Wonderful, she says.
Just a pinprick, just to put my suspicions at ease. I'm a healer. I can fix it.
I don't think she needs fixing.
Can I roll a diplomacy check?
Sure.
Because it was the have fun with your adventures as he disappeared that would make all of Dr. Tone's red flags just fly up in the air.
He said good luck.
Sure. Whichever way, it's a 35.
And she says, darling, I never do anything for free.
How much?
She says, how much is it worth to you?
20 gold.
20? Darling.
That's why I asked you to do
I've made more than that having this conversation.
Fine, double 50.
50? 100.
Someone can.
I hand her all.
It would be 30.
May I?
I act like I'm about to do it to myself. As the sign of good faith. Is there a...
Mm-hmm.
Her hair didn't move at all.
Right.
Sorry.
Are you guys done flirting?
Oh, was that flirty?
It absolutely was.
Oh,
I had dibs.
I misread so many other interactions.
Oh, he has trouble reading rooms, doesn't he? It's cute.
I'm actually surprisingly good at reading people.
No, I'm not.
Just never when they're talking
He
to
can't
me.
read.
And darling,
Yes, ma'am.
you told me you could fix it.
Kiss it.
Kiss it.
Bandage it.
Bit of energy.
She's like, oh,
I'll give you a little kiss to make it feel better.
no, it's just plain eggshell. It's boring.
I don't
You don't have anything more vibrant?
No.
No. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. Good enough.
I don't have any spells to change the color.
Now, aside from this very uncomfortable transaction, I'm gonna ask. I have to ask you to leave.
I wish you a good day, madam.
You as well.
Go.
It's a
Because
curse.
it's liquid.
It's a curse for us. He just disagrees.
Oh!
No.
Froggy's like, my steed has arrived.
The fairy eats him, just comes through the door.
Oh,
Pulls out, it says pulls out on the side of it.
So the amulet only applies to Robbie then.
Correct.
It doesn't translate to me
correct,
through magics.
correct.
But it does?
No.
Okay.
We got him a whiffing amulet.
Oh god.
I will use this for evil.
Yeah.
But it's very
Every-
evil.
Every Star Wars fan would always
Just a
say,
gallon of salmon oil. Oh. Add that directly to my belly, please.
Within 3. But it was oil.
That's the second with unseen servitude.
You have one more wish. I've got everything I can do. Everything's tubes. Anyway.
Hilarious.
Third wish.
All right, I go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Did you get magical abilities to change things? You all look the same.
Oh yeah, we
The
do.
price
don't we?
was more than we can afford. Yeah. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. Oh, I gave you guys the. What? Right?
You gave us money.
I gave you guys mine.
Jesse did.
It's in your messages.
Oh,
Oh boy, we're gonna have to go back and replay that entire damn thing.
I put it in.
oh God! So much more money than I've had.
I thought that's what you were telling me what you had.
No, that's what
Yeah.
I mean. The split is.
Oh,
You need to let us know this much earlier in the chat
I've kind of
campaign.
waited for it.
Congratulations.
That would be it.
Snuck it into you.
go back to his.
Yeah, you got to get on the list.
Reverse pickpocket you. Robin Hood.
Oh my god.
You hopping.
Hey, that was just me trying to pay attention to the game and not checking my
You
message.
ain't got to explain nothing to me, man.
2 hours.
All right. And so this seems like a good place to take a break. We'll be right back after these messages. See you.